Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday mornings, messages of love from above, or Sunday night, or Monday morning, wherever you're at in the world. It could be, of course, different wherever we are at. And I'm excited to see what we have come in for messages today. So before we get started, I do want to send love out to the world. So if you'd like to join me, I'm more than welcome that. Whether you're watching this live or on replay, we all can join together outside of space and time where that beautiful unconditional love energy exists and have it just flow out to the world. So I'm going to take a big, deep breath and just come back to this moment right here, right now. And just let that love flow down into our heart and fill us up and flow out to the world. And if you are in need of love right now for your heart, your mind, your body, for a relationship, a loved one, a situation, whatever it may be, we send love to you right now as well. You deserve love. You are never, ever alone. You are surrounded by a beautiful host of beings of unconditional love and light, constantly giving you messages, constantly giving you love, preparing your path as per your agreement. Trust that you are loved, you are love, and you're lovable. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and sending the love out to the world. And thank you guys so much for being here. I just love feeling your energy, love all your thirst for spirit as well. So before we jump into the readings, today is the final day, the final hours before I have the first drawing for 2023. So here's the video for the drawing. If you watch it, you'll see how you can enter the drawing. After this session, I'm going to go eat first. And then after I eat, I'm going to close down the drawing. So you still have time to watch the video and comment in order to get into the drawing. I believe we're to where I have a 3-tier giveaway that I'm doing for now anyway. We'll see how much interest and how long it goes. But when I have 15 or more comments, I have a drawing for a 30-minute personal recorded reading. And then if I get 30 or more comments on the video, I add in an additional 45-minute personal recorded reading. And if I get 45 or more comments, then I add in an extra 1-hour personal recorded reading. I think I've hit that. Didn't look at it this morning, but so I believe I'll be giving away 3 readings, all with the 30, 45 minute and an hour. So be sure to sign up if you're interested in winning that. Also, this morning posted the Aquarius season pick a card, and there's a special Aquarius Sun baby bonus reading on there. So all of you Aquarius Suns that are having birthdays, be sure to check that out. And happy Aquarius season. And also, of course, yesterday we put out the weekly energy updates. There is a new moon alert, as we have a new moon coming up. So some great information on those as well. So that is what I wanted to mention there. Let me just pop out the chat here and we will get started on the readings. And just shrink this down a little bit. All right, better. And if you're new to my channel and new to these live chats, what we do is for the free readings, I do go in order on the down the chat. So there's no special list. The chat is the list. You just put your question, or you put your, if you just want a general reading, if you want to put your business out there, then you can do that. And but if you make a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I step out of the free readings, complete those, and then step back in where I left off, continuing to go down. You can make a donation by super chat down below, and then also in the pinned comment and in the description box of this video, I have my Venmo, my PayPal, and then recently some people, wonderful people, had said, "Hey, don't you have Cash App? Old man, aren't you with the times?" And so um, I did look into that, and I actually do have access. In my Square/Cash App, you'll see a link for that too. Square is where you can book personal readings with me, but there's also donation option, which who knew? I didn't, and now that's available too. So thank you for mentioning that, because that does, is another option. So thank you. All right, so that is everything. We're gonna jump in here and get started. And so I don't have any donations. So we will start with the free readings. And up first, let me just make sure I switch this to live chat. There we go. So first up is Sao Miao Rao. And hopefully I'm even getting close and saying your name. I love the spelling of it. So it says you'd like a career reading, and I do want to start off with a radiant rider weight today. And performance, communication skills, and work, career reading for the week. All right, let's take a look here. Okay. Well, you got two awesome cards coming in here right off the bat. The Chariot card is victory and movement forward. It is a very positive card, as well as the Eight of Pentacles, which the Eight of Pentacles is like an apprentice who's been studying under a master. They've been doing the work, learning the skills, and now you're about to move forward in the outside world. So two movement forward cards, two cards that do talk about great performance, positive things, and a great movement forward with all that. And we didn't get any swords with this with communication, but I just feel like you've been doing the work, with these cards and, making progression forward. The Chariot card also brings in a message of power of choice and just realizing in each moment that we have a choice of what story we put to a situation and also what emotion we want to feel as we go through it. So if you are, in a situation and you start to feel the, fears rise and the defensiveness, and, if someone is in fear and they're in fight mode, doesn't mean that we have to accept the invitation for the fight. We can, instead of taking it personally, we can choose to look at it in a different way and go, oh, okay, the story I'm applying to this is this person is in fear and they're crying out for help and love. And so it's not about me. This is they're expressing themselves, trying to get someone's attention that I need help. I'm in fear. And you can look at yourself as a reliever of fear rather than someone that's being attacked like a victim. So there is this communication skills and work. Um, that's what pops up. I know with when I used to work on escalated call lines in different call centers, that's the biggest thing to overcome is when people are going like, why did you do this to me? Not to get defensive, going, I didn't do anything to you. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry that you're going through this. Let's see what we can do. I'm sorry that you're in this situation. We don't have to defend ourselves because that's not what they want. They want us to help them because they're crying out for help. So I feel like you're doing so much work in that area. And there's just success, success, success everywhere with those two cards for next week. So I like that for you. So that's what they have. Many blessings to you. All right, Rishi, you are up next. I am doing well. Weird dreams. I don't know if everyone else had weird dreams last night. I think this new moon coming up really, boom. Weird dreams. And it was weird. It was about a new job, and I was a scientist, and I was supposed to be looking into some sort of sample someone gave, and I was trying to look at it through a coffee maker. It's- Who knows? Who knows what it's all about? We'll break that out later. So hopefully you are doing well, and you like a career reading, tensed about the job hunt. Okay, when will things move forward? Let's take a look here, see what Spirit has here. Yeah. So here was me. No, it wasn't nightmares. But this does represent the fears. The Nine of Swords is about it's the nightmare, the insomnia card, having trouble sleeping. And it's because there's all these fears, these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos that are here that are blocking. The nines are the hermit's journey of turning inward and understanding the fears. So I feel like what they're saying here with the career reading is, the tensity about job hunt is fear. And so we have fears around the job hunt. And I feel like they're saying when will things move forward when we get to the root of what these fears are. So, what do we fear about a job? Do we fear, that we have to depend on others for our sustenance and we don't want to depend on them? And we fear that they will not bring us what we need. All the stuff attached to it. Or what are all the emotions of fear attached to the job in the finances? What does it all mean? Something that we can do with that is uh, look at what we're grateful for, right? This is how we switch energies and remove blocks to move forward. Is instead of like, if it's a situation where, like you said, someone else is supporting you and you, um, not that we despise them. I don't know why that word, I despise you, but it's like, I don't want to depend on you. I fear depending on you. There's these fears. It's like, well, instead of fearing and investing our energy in what we fear about it, if we go, I'm grateful, really get into our heart and go, Creator, I'm grateful that you're providing me, providing for me right now, that I'm not out on the streets. I'm not, um, out on the edge of town being devoured by wolves. Whatever those fears are there, we focus on the gratitude about the situation in the moment. And we're like, you know what? I have food for this moment. I have everything I need in this moment. Thank you for bringing all of this to me. Because if we're not grateful for what we have right now, we won't be drawing in more things to be grateful for. If we're fearing, we're just bringing in and drawing in and magnetizing ourselves for more fear. So I feel like switching that to be grateful for whoever is supplying needs right now, and this is for anyone, whether it's a person, like I'm so grateful for my host. She allows me to live in her basement for free, and just wonderful wonderfulness, and I'm like blown away by that. But we can be grateful for the individuals that are currently giving us, if it's the government, that if they were getting assistance from them or whatever it is, we can express gratitude knowing that it's the creator that's bringing everything to us through individuals. So we can start with being grateful to the creator, source, whatever you believe your higher power is bringing you what you need in each moment. Maybe not what we want, like I want to be free of this situation. It's like, okay, let's switch the energy to gratitude, and then maybe we can even move to gratitude toward the individuals. You don't have to verbalize it. It just has to be the energy of the heart. So and sometimes it even helps to verbalize it to the individuals, um, if you feel so inclined. So that just amplifies the energy. So that's what they have for you, Rishi. I know you're like, I'm sorry I asked, but there you go. All right. So, Skyfalls, you are up next for the next free reading. And good morning. What is coming towards you? So, let's take a look here. See, what does Spirit want you to know about what's coming towards you? Well, you do have here with the Page of Pentacles, this is new opportunities that are going to be showing up in the physical world. And you also have a movement of thought and belief and mindset that's coming in, and communication. So I really feel like there's going to be significant communication coming up for you. And I feel like it's this week or next week. It's definitely before the end of January that you have a significant opportunity that's going to be offered to you. And then the communication will be coming in here. So, someone contacting you to offer you an opportunity, whether it's, job, travel, um, going out and doing something, but I feel like it's significant. It's not just a, "Hey, do you wanna go do?" It's like, "Hey, let's plan a trip to go here," or "Here's a new job offer," or, "Here's a I'd like to take you out." It's a significant communication that's coming in your outside world. So, definitely, I feel like before the end of the month, is what I feel energetically. So it is a good thing that's coming here. So whatever that you've been waiting for, communication, whatever area of your life, you're going to know right away what I'm talking about here. So you're like, okay, boom, boom, here it comes. So I like it for you, Skyfalls. That's what they have. Easy breezy on that one. So very cool. Yeah. Speaking of easy breezy, fast and easy um, readings, and here, let me turn my little light. It's a little dark in here, isn't it? Um, I'm also doing lightning round readings in between my morning session and evening sessions. At least I have been for Friday, Saturday, and I will do one today too, where it's 1 hour. I pop on and I'll do an announcement like 15 minutes before, but I go on for an hour, and it's one card reading. So it's all free, no donations. It's just going down the list, free reading, free reading, free reading, one card each. So if you haven't already hit the little notification bell and selected all, be sure to do that, because then you'll get notified when I'm going to go on to do those. So they've been fun. I've been really enjoying those. All right. So, Anjali, you are up next for the next free reading. And, want to know what is happening in your forever person's life. Um, or does he know you? Okay. And how will you both find each other? And click. Okay. All right. So what is happening in your forever person's life? That we have the Queen of Swords here, which she's the balancing between mind and thought and belief and heart, because all the queens are given water as well. So it's balancing of head and heart that's going on here. And so they are working things out in their life, really achieving this balance where they're not like overly one way and overly another, um in those directions. They're learning to have this beautiful cohesiveness where both their heart and their mind have a place at the table in the decisions that they make, and where they're headed and going forward. So really well balanced individual, which is great, right? It's just very, not high highs and low lows, everyone every once in a while, but their norm is just this wonderful, movement up and down, not so. I like it for you. Do they know you? We've got the Six of Wands, which is about recognition and being seen, and the Seven of Wands, which is about being up on a hill and being seen. So I feel like that you would know it already if you did, because it's going to be so obvious. It's almost like a spotlight is on both of you, and you see each other because of the spotlight that is on both of you. So there will be no doubt that you will, whether you have met them or not, you're just going to be like, wow, did everyone else see that spotlight on them? They're just like, oh, you will see them. And like I said, there'll be no doubt that that there's this huge attraction to each other. How you find one another with the Nine of Pentacles here. The nine is the hermit's journey, and this is like being in a place of you feeling your worth within yourself. And I feel like this is because you're doing by being you and doing the things you love. That's where you meet each other and click. So, whatever it is that makes your heart sing, it's doing those things. And it's like you're not pursuing a relationship, you're pursuing living life in a beautiful, full way, not having energy, invested in trying to date and dating sites and whatever matchmakers, or it's not like all this energy trying to do that. It's investing energy in doing what you love, and that's where you meet them. Then you have this beautiful commonality of what you both love to do, and then you're like, wow, so that's like a beautiful bond. And it's not that you want to do everything the same, but you have a significant thing that you both enjoy. So I like it. So that's what they have for you, Anjali. So many blessings to you. All right. So continue down on the free readings, and we have Goldie. Hey, so you'd like an angel message, and I do have an angel guide oracle deck. So let's take a look here and see what they have for you. Even matches what I'm wearing. Orange. Sacral Chakra Day. All right. So what message do you have for Goldie, please? All right. You've got joy and contentment. Look, they're wearing orange too. Beautiful. And let's see what they have here for you. It says, be here now. Enjoy the present moment and all of the positive experiences that have unfolded and are continuing to unfold. A wave of contentment is washing over your life. Contentment is about taking time to reflect on your situation, enjoy the moment, and trust that you are always being guided. Your angel team is encouraging you to follow your heart now. Do what makes your heart and soul sing. Do what makes you smile, dance, and rejoice in the glory of life. Your angel guide is encouraging you to live your joy fully. Know that your ultimate purpose is to live joyfully, and through the expression of your joy, you will reach a state of bliss and contentment. Happiness is the key to inner peace, and you're being given an opportunity to experience it now. And the extended message for the card says, if you find yourself feeling sad, drained, or overwhelmed, know that this is all about to change. In order to usher positive energy into your life, your angels are encouraging you to do what makes you feel alive. Whether you're drawn to pursuing a hobby, spending time in nature or with loved ones, or even having a digital detox, you're being guided to make those moves now. Anything that makes you feel positive, blessed, and joyful will support you in magnetizing more of these feelings and experiences into your life. Your angels are waiting to shine their light and love on your world. So call on them to bring that love in now. I like it. What a beautiful message from your angels. And that's what they have for you, Goldie. So many, many blessings to you. And joy, 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 joyfully. All right. Next up is Himakshi. Hello. Hi. Is there someone new coming towards you with love? And when will you meet him? All right, let's take a look here. Is there someone new coming towards you in love? Okay, I believe so. And when will you meet them? Okay. All right. So you know, you have the Page of Pentacles is new opportunities opening up in the outside world. So when we're asking, is someone new coming towards you? This would be yes. There's someone new that is showing up. And the Knight of Wands is movement. It's the most fastest horse out of all the four horses of the suit. So there definitely is, this is movement towards you. So it definitely is. And this night means it's happening very soon, rather than later, because it is like the fastest horse out of the four. When will you meet him? Well, there's going to be a significant change coming up in your life here. And don't look at this as bad, because this is just saying there's something being removed out of your life for you to make space for this new person to come in, to remove blocks out of your life so you can move forward toward where you meet the individual. So this is just indicating that the timing is like you're going to realize, wow, this is a huge adjustment in my life, and because of it, that's what opens up. You know, they're showing me like a big earthquake in Greece, where it uncovered, the lost city of blah blah blah. And there's treasure. That's what that's showing, is like sometimes it takes a little shaking up to reveal treasure, and that's what's going to be coming here for you. And here you are. So you got the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, new birth. This is you. And them, they're the King of Cups. So they are, could be a water sign coming in for you. But definitely the king rolls over emotion, but all the kings are given a helping of air. So this is the balancing. It's a balanced individual who is intelligent and logical, but also they're in tune with their emotions as well. So a nice combination coming in there. So yeah, I mean, because the Queen of Pentacles, all the queens get water, so she's half earth, half water, and they're half water, half air. So you have enough of differences. You're grounding, they're thinking, but you also have the emotional connection. So I like it, Himakshi. So sooner than later, with that night coming in, that Knight of Wands. So that's what they have. Many blessings for you. All right. You are very welcome, Anjali. Right, very good. And we'll continue moving down the list for the free readings. And Mira, you want to know what's coming towards you? Let's take a look here. All right. Well, so you do have here, we'll start off with this here. The Ten of Wands, you've been investing a lot of energy in your life towards what you've been told is your wish to come true. And I feel like you just don't feel like you're getting the harvest that you want from your this dreams that you were given. So it's not your dream that you're trying to live. This is dreams of, someone has given you up in your life, because with this Page of Swords, this is you really seeing things from a different perspective, changing your mindsets around what does it mean to have your dream come true. And I'm saying all that because you have the wish fulfillment card here with the Nine of Cups, which is, you know, what when you feel like your heart is singing and overflowing in your life. And I feel like you've invested a lot of energy, but you're like, but I'm not getting this. What's the deal? Well, it's because when we wake up in the morning going, oh crud, I got to go live my dream. That's not our dream that we were investing in. It was someone else's dream that they gave us. So you are reevaluating here, what is your dream, whether that's romance or job or education or body or possessions or whatever it might be. It's like you're reevaluating it to determine, what is it truly that's in my heart that is this wish. And it's an important transformation, because you're realizing you've been investing all of your energy in someone else's dream, and now you're getting to this point where you have the confidence to step away from doing that and moving towards living your own dream. So I like it, Mira. That's what they have. So many blessings to you. All right. And I do have a donation, so I will step out to complete that. And DT, you'll be the next free reading after we complete that. And actually, I did receive. I have two donations, so let's take a look here. Thank you, Helena. So you will be up next after Anmal. All right, so Anmal, let me see here. I don't think I saw a question yet, so if you pop that down there, you're welcome, Himakshi. Hey, Lisa, thank you for your donation as well. So, Anmal, let me just make sure I didn't bypass it with my old man eyes up above. I don't see it there. There you go. Thank you. So you want to know more about Vedika and what and why is this connection? Okay, let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know. The what and the why with this connection. Why? What is it and why? I like it. All right. Anything else? All right. Okay, wow. So this connection, I mean, oops, let me get my screen back here where I can actually see it so I can make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, there we go. So the what, definitely it's this mirror that is bringing in, these beliefs, this challenging of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. I feel like with the Five of Swords, there's conflict with communication or conflict with your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets regarding them. So there is this, um, just battle going on in your head around this individual, around this connection. But it's a mirror. They're showing you what you want to see about yourself. So, that's kind of the why of the connection, because you do have the Hermit card here, which is about spirit guiding you inward to connect with them so that you can, see here of the, spirit will guide you on your path and it's showing you higher truths. And so the hermit is pulling you, inward to really reflect on these things. So I really feel like that is what they, have going on there, because not only do you have the Five of Swords, which is about trying to prove that your opinions and your, I call them small t truths that are rooted in the fears of losing conditional love. We might win the battle, but we lose the war with them, right? Because there's like, no, this is the way things are supposed to be. No, this is the way things are supposed to be. And it's this battle that goes back and forth. But you've got the King of Swords, which the King of Swords rules over communication and rules over thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. And the Ace of Swords is about seeing things from a higher perspective, from a place of unconditional love, which allows you to cut away and slice away small t truths that no longer serve you. You're realizing these opinions that you've learned and had over time, that they are just that. They're other human opinions that you took on as a child and throughout your life because we didn't know better. We're just like, okay, this is the way it's supposed to be, I suppose. And, the King of Swords allows you to step into your power and realize you get to choose what story you apply to any situation. You don't have to take on what you've been told the supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's in life, which is great because here you're sleeping on that Ace of Swords, releasing the Three of Swords, which are the fears of losing conditional love. It is this, we get into the mindset of what a relationship should be, what an interaction with people should be, all that. There's so many around relationships, especially that just cage us in and make us feel trapped. And then we try to defend our cage when really, with that Ace of Swords, it's peeling away these bars of the cage to allow you to be free and allow things to be more free flowing. So, this connection is divine. It is to rattle your cage. I feel like they might be kind of a stubborn individual about their beliefs too. And that's why there's this conflict that comes in around this, but it's for you to challenge these thoughts and beliefs that you have defended for so long. And you were like, well, why do I even believe that? Does that really have to happen? And it's allowing you to open up and be more free with that. So that is what and why with that connection there, Enmal. So that will bring you some freedom, and I like it. All right. So again, thank you so much for your donation. Many, many blessings to you. All right. So Helena, you were up next, and you wanted to know, when will your Virgo Z come back around? Got mad. Oh, yeah, yeah. You know, fun times, right? So let me just move this over here. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know about Zorro. We're going to call him Zorro. The Z. Shh, shh, shh. So what would you like that? Okay. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Yeah, and this makes sense here. So they're really going through this wonderful journey here with swords are thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets, and the Seven of Swords is about what they steal, what of their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets steal from them. And so, they are being challenged to look at these things. And it's interesting that, they left some things behind already around thoughts and beliefs, but they're carrying five swords, which actually also came up here. The Five of Swords is this conflict that comes in, which they, of course, defend their expectations, and then we enter the battle because we want to defend our expectations, and so that's where battles happen, and that's why we may win battles but lose wars when we're adamant about our small t truths are more true than your small t truths, and they're all, no, my small t truths are more true than your small t truths, and then it just ends up with people giving up and walking away when they feel like they can't win. Um, which, we've got the Six of Wands here, which is about recognition, and the Chariot about movement. So this is kind of some fiery energy that is happening, which makes sense with what you said, that he got mad, he went into fear mode, he wanted recognition, he wanted to win, he wanted to be the victor, but they weren't, and so they went into fight or flight mode. And the Chariot card, again, these are two victory cards. They wanted victory and they didn't get it, and that's why they took off on their horse and their horses. And so this is their, um, the reason why it happened, with all of that. Will they come back? And we'll take a look here. Um, we do have the World card here. I mean, with these two cards coming up, I mean, the World card is ending of old cycles and new beginnings, and this is regarding, of course, love and connection here. It takes some, I know this is not going to be fun, right? It's going to take some not getting defensive when they are feeling low and they want to attack. We have to change our mindsets and attitudes and expectations, because this here is what solves these two things here. The small t truths. Our, all these fears of losing conditional love. We have all those things in place, and that's why we try to defend them. Is because like they have to be in place, or it means I'm unlovable. And when we're both having two different viewpoints, that's what happens, right? But the King of Swords, this helps connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm, which allows us to see things completely different. And we realize these small t truths are expectations that were given to us by mankind and passed down from generation to generation are illusions and not true. And we can look at them and going, why do I believe that? Why do I feel like they have to act this way? They're supposed to be this way, that way. Our relationship is supposed to, should be, need to be, have to be. All this stuff that just rattles it. So, in order for this reconciliation, for to not have it continually happen, I kind of feel like with that, the world card with ending of old cycles and new beginnings, it's like it has to be a declaration of we don't want to do that anymore. I'm going to work on not getting defensive. Let's look and find, a higher way of looking at our what's causing the conflict. There's a higher way to look at things. And it has to do with the more we connect to the capital T truths of unconditional love, the more we let people believe and do what they want to do because we see that their actions don't have anything to do with us. But all these conflicts are a mirror for us. And so when they blow up, whatever comes up within us is what we can look at. I can't control them and not have them blow up or make their choices or whatever. All I can do is go, okay, what boiled up within me? What sent me into fight or flight mode? Because if there was a battle, that means two people entered into fight mode, which is fear mode. When you're coming from a place of unconditional love and people are rah rah rah, you're like, what's going on here? Let's talk about it. And I see your point, and it's love we greet them with, not defensiveness, right? And so you get to learn what your emotions that bubbled up within you, what fears bubbled up because this situation happened for both of you, for you to see that for yourself and for them to see the stuff that came up inside them. You can't help them with that. That's going to be their choices and their journey. You can only look at your own. And I feel like if you really look at things from a higher point of view and realize, okay, so I went on the defensive because I felt attacked. They went on the defensive because some reason they felt attacked. And it doesn't mean that neither of you intended to do that. It just happened. So I feel like this is the situation that will happen here. I feel like they're going to come back and one more try, but it has to be new. It has to be a declaration of we can't more. We need to find a way to communicate where we don't blow up at each other. And so this is what I'm thinking I'm going to do. What do you think? What can I do? How can we work this out? Type of thing. But it has to be that way, not just I'm sorry, you're sorry. Okay, let's make up until the next explosion. Because I feel like the next time would be it. So that's what they have for you, Helena. So many blessings. Enjoy that journey. I know. That's why I've been single for a decade. I had enough. All right. So many blessings. Again, thank you so much for your donation. You are welcome. All right, Elisa, you are up next. So does a third party check your Facebook? And what is she thinking? All right. Let's take a look here and see what is going on. Okay. You know, I don't feel like they check your Facebook. I feel like this is what's going on with them right now. They are in this place of, um, disappointment and heartbreak that they're going through. And they're looking here with the Page of Cups, they're looking for new love. They're focused on new. They're in this at this fork in the road, trying to decide what they want to do, where they want to go, that type of thing. I feel like they are, especially here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, they are all about mother nature, mother nurturing themselves, and it's like they're tending to their wounds, looking for their new birth, headed their direction. And the Three of Pentacles shows they're trying to see who they are and what their authentic path is. What do they want? Because whatever they were coming out of, they it's like they had sacrificed who they were, to try to be who they thought everyone else wanted them to be, and then with whatever situation they're in is blown up and been disappointing, like with that Three of Swords. So they're like, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to not be me. I can't stand it. And I feel like that's a lot of what, from both sides of whatever situation they were in, that it blew up because both of them were trying to be who they thought everyone else wanted them to be, trying to meet all these expectations. And so they, two people with masks going into a situation, and then the masks come off and they're all like, bah, that's not what I want. And they're like, I want to be me and I want to be me. And lightning and thunder and explosions. And then they're like, okay, who am I? Like, I feel like they're both on kind of that path. Who am I and what do I want? And how do we go our separate ways without you know setting the whole city on fire? So I feel like that's what's going on with them. They're all about this, not stalking and looking at you. I feel like they are more focused on themselves and what they've gone through. So that's what they have for you right now, Elisa. So I know. Yeah. Yeah, they both took off their masks, that they were pretending. And that's normal in our, especially our first serious relationships, usually, because we're so scared of not being who the other person, uh, who we think, what we think the other person wants us to be. And so we try to be this, and it's like, well, they were attracted to me for me. Suddenly, I try to be someone else, and that's usually what blows up a relationship. Is like, no, what happened to the person that I fell in love with? Why are you being this person? Or we put on a big facade trying to draw people to us, and then they're like, wait, where did that person go? And it's like, that was never me. Ta-ha, sucker, but it's not it's usually not intentional. It's all our, you know, desire to find love. So yeah. Yeah. Yep, it's until we get brave enough. And usually when our the ugly feeling of not being ourselves outweighs our fears, that's when we step out and kind of come out as ourself. Everyone has a coming out in their life in one way or another. And it's when we get brave enough, which is when the fears are lower than the ugly feeling of not being ourselves. But when our fears outweigh the ugly feeling of not being our true selves, we still stay hidden until it goes and it's like, no, I can't stand it anymore. Yeah. So that's what they had. Thank you so much again for your donation, Elisa. All right. I think that is all the donations. So we will move back into, I believe that was everyone. Yeah, 1, 2, 2. Okay, good. All right. So Aditi, we had left off with you. Let me take a quick drink here. And you like a February month general reading. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So, beautiful cards for you here with spirituality. The Three of Cups is representing your spiritual posse, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors, unicorns, fairies, leprechauns, whatever you believe those beings of unconditional love and light are. This is them saying, hey, we are going to be having a party with you during the month of February, really spending a lot of quality time making themselves known, giving you a lot of guidance, um, a lot of energy. Because the Hierophant here too is about you going inward and finding your capital T truths about who you are, what you want. It's an upgrade and a movement up in your spirituality too. So both of these together are a great combination because it is showing you that you are in this month moving up. There's a significant change in your spiritual connection. So, whatever you can do during the month to turn down the fear noise and the chaos of this world and raise your vibration intentionally to that of unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter. That's the frequency at which spirit exists and speaks. So we turn like tuning in our radio so that we can hear it more clearly. And then we turn down all this noise, all the static. You have significant movement in your spirituality and your connection. So I like it, Aditi. Beautiful, beautiful. So buckle up. It's about to unfold. So I like it. Okay. So that is what they have. So many, many blessings to you, right? Esther E., you are up next. Need like a love reading. Absolutely. Wow. Okay. Cards are flying out right away. So let's take a look here. See what Spirit has for you. All right. Well, you do have some movement of expectations around relationships. And so the Knight of Swords, of course, all the knights are movement, movement, movement. Six of Swords is movement from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. And this is the pursuit of higher truths, the pursuit of looking at things differently. So I feel like what Spirit is saying, it's an important time here to really see what thoughts and beliefs and mindsets you have around love are outdated, that don't need to be there anymore. Ones that you created to protect yourself earlier in your life, but they're not needed anymore. It's like having a baby gate, up that you always have to go through and close, open and close, open and close. And you realize, you know what? I don't have a baby anymore. My, children have grown up and they're away. I don't need these baby gates. And it's removing things that have been holding you back. And I feel like with the Five of Wands here, it does have to do with what has felt like conflicting energy in relationships in the past, that there's this transformation, and that does come through looking at our expectations and thoughts and beliefs and mindsets from the past. Because we can look at like the relationships that we've had. The challenges were mirrors for us, and I know in my personal relationships, which Spirit is showing me, it's these five significant relationships that I had, anywhere from a year up to 3 years. And when I looked back at them, I saw what I learned about myself through each one, and how I they kept on showing me what I wanted to see about myself until I saw it. A big thing. It was a wonderful book called The Path to Love by Deepak Chopra. Um, was a big aha for me, because one of the things that asks for is, what are you looking for in a mate? And I'm like, I want someone who respects me, because I felt like everyone had disrespected me in one way or another, not honoring the committed relationship and going outside of it, and speaking to me harshly, feeling used for money. And I'm like, I want someone who respects me, because, they all disrespected me. And then I read the next sentence, or the next, paragraph after that was like, well, what you're looking for in someone else, you need to find within yourself. What? I admit that book went flying across the room. And then when I calmed down, I went over and grabbed it, because I'm like, they were right. When I reflected, I was disrespecting myself in those relationships. because I would give up all of my friends. I would give up everything and totally make them my life, which is not respecting me. And so there is this beautiful awareness that comes from past relationships when you gently reflect back and don't judge yourself over it or them, but you just look at and going, what did I learn through these relationships? What do I feel they were showing me about myself? What emotions came up? And how does that help me uh, raise my self respect, raise my self love? So I feel like that's what's happening right now. And doing that, raising the self love is what speeds up and brings love eventually. But right now, I feel like there's a pause in love for you right now, and it's having you focus in on that. So that is what they have for you, Esther. I know. What? All right. So many blessings to you. All right. So the next free reading up will be Princess Pinky, but I do have a donation. So let me step out and we'll complete that. And Alikia, hello, hello. And your question is above. All right. It must be up, way up above. Let me keep going here. Up, there it is. Well, let me make sure there's not any more. Okay, there we go. Thank you. So why your guides and your angels, they have left you alone in finances. You've been jobless for more than 2 years. Wow. I can understand. So you really feel stuck. Do they know about your situation? Will they help you or not? Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see what they have. So what do you want Alicia to know about finances, please? All right, let's see what we got here. All right. So they definitely you're definitely not alone in it, and they've always been by your side, and so they are always aware of what's going on. I feel like the angel, I almost feel like the angel is standing behind you here in this picture. Is the energy that they're showing me is that you're always um, you're never ever alone. The Temperance card does show about that there's been this balancing. Everything happens on purpose for a purpose, and the there's been this energy, there's been this balancing and figuring out of things in your life that have been coming, to fruition here. And one of the things here, you have the 3 of Cups, which is the emotions and what we're taught to look for our wholeness and our completeness in life. We're told to look out for relationships and situations and things which are our possessions, our finances, our body. And we can see how these things will not ever completely fulfill us for very long at all because of course, you're experiencing the instability of the outside world of things. They break down, they deteriorate, they're stolen, they blow up, they burn down. Relationships too. People change, they pass away, they walk away. Jobs, education never stay the same. So we see the instability of the outside world, and this is the why. Why did you want to experience this as a soul, right? Why would I want to do that? Because this frees you. It allows you to connect inward and upward to the higher realms to know that that is the only thing that is going to bring you true stability is the eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms. And so these things are not fulfilling, and this is you're being offered this higher love. The temperance and the balancing, the patience is it's taken a couple years to really almost decompress you from the rat race, right? It's allowing you to see what's important. It's allowing you to see the instability of the outside world. And now that you are, I feel like with this Two of Cups, this is you and your higher self. You in the upper realms are developing this trusting relationship that, you're always going to have what you need in each moment. Maybe not what we want, but what we need. And I feel like they've been, really showing you this because of these, here's the two cups here, and these are the two cups. So they're showing you the upper bringing their energy and love down to you here. So this journey has been for you to really see what is truly stable, what is truly um, eternal. Everything else out here is unstable and temporary and won't bring us what we're truly searching for. So we go in here and we um, build that relationship. And as you do that, which we have the King of Wands here too, which Wands is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your spiritual energy. And the King of Wands in this scenario actually represents your higher self. So, really stepping into the awareness that you are so much more than this human living this, human experience. You're the actor behind this character. You are powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that's made of unconditional love. And the more you just really step into that power and step into awareness of who you are, um, the King of Wands also takes this Ace of Wands and moves the energy. Everything is vibration, everything is energy. We are powerful beings of energy where whatever we focus on is what grows. And when we're taught that this is all the stuff that's supposed to be in our life, then we focus on what's missing. We focus on what we fear about what may come into our life or may happen. And we focus our energy on what's in our life that we don't want. But when we're doing that, our power is expanding and growing those things rather than bringing in what we really want. And so we change our energy to one of gratitude for what is, for what we do want in our life, and focusing on unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter. Then that expands and that brings in more things to be grateful for. Um, when I talk about quite a bit about gratitude journals, which are an amazing way for us to purposefully put in writing, even saying it out loud as we write into the gratitude journal every day, something that we're thankful for. Try not to repeat anything. Like I am grateful that I have, um, eyesight. The next day, I'm grateful that I have hearing. I'm grateful that I can walk without pain or limited pain. Whatever it is, it's like gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. And eventually, our energy starts to change and it starts, instead of attracting lack and missing of things, we draw in things more and more to be grateful for. I share in here that the first time I did a gratitude journal, I had intended to do it for 30 days. And when I reached the 30 days, I was so blown away by the energy change. I continued to do it. Just go, I'm going to keep doing this until I run out of things to be thankful for. And I didn't run out of things to be thankful for. I just got I realized it did what I wanted to do, and it started to become work instead of, it was like an expectation. But I did it for almost 5 months, not repeating a single thing. And what it does is it allows us to see how much we have to be grateful for in our life. And because of that, we start drawing more things to be grateful for in. So I had more things to write about being grateful for. And so I feel like that is what um, Spirit is showing you, is that this is how you can move this and change the energies. Because when you do the work, when you start to do that daily, and if you want it to go even faster, do it hourly or every couple hours, whatever you feel resonates with you. But if you do it every hour, put it like a vibration alarm on your phone, gratitude, and you just write something down every hour. It'll transform and change the energies, because this represents movement in your finances then will happen. And then the 3 of Wands is that you change directions because of all this. So you end up movement, and then the finances do change and adjust. So that is what they have for you here, for you. So, um, even being I'm grateful for being jobless for 2 years because it's allowed me to see things. And I'm grateful that you're gonna be bringing in opportunities for me now that I realize this, and it will, transform things for you. Yes, beautiful. Absolutely. I like it. So that's what they have for you, and I do see beautiful things coming your way. All right, very good. Very welcome. Thank you again so much for your donation. All right, so I do have another donation here, and okay, so all right, and we will not read that out loud. So we will um, see what those current energies and feelings are. So let's take a look here. Yes, you know who you are. All right. So this is for the reading for the person that did not want me to read it out loud, so that you know who this is, in case anyone else is like, "Was this mine or someone else's?" So that's what why. So we'll take a look here. All right. So there's a lot of fiery energy that's here. We've got this the magician card, of course, is where we focus our energy is expanding and growing. And the 5 of Wands, it feels like there's this tension, this fiery tension that's there, but I just feel like it's this fire sign type of energy where it's so fiery, it's so explosive and expansive. It just feels overwhelming at first, but then it moves in and it transforms. 5 is a number of transformation. This is manifesting energy too. But there's this energy here that starts off feeling conflicting, like people are battling, and you realize, no, this is actually, they're helping each other grow and expand. And I feel like this energy that's coming in is very fiery and almost kind of in your face type of energy. But it just feels, I was say inflammatory, but it just feels like combustive. Like any moment, it feels like it's just almost overwhelming, like it's going to explode, right? And the energies around this, there's a lot of fear, which is where all this agitation is coming from, because I feel like they are going through this. The 8 of Swords, all swords, these are thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, attitudes, expectations. And they're realizing here through this interaction, through this relationship, um, and it's just, not necessarily like a, it can be a variety of different types of relationships is what I'm trying to say. It can be friendship, whatever it might be. But this is causing these things to bubble up within them. They're really looking at their thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, which have been making them feel blinded and bound and trapped, and nightmare and insomnia. I mean, there's all these expectations that are trying to be met in between, both of you. And this is freedom that's coming, because after this comes the 10 of Swords, where it just at some point you're investing so much energy into trying to please, people, or each other, that it's just so, just exhausting. And there's no way, because all of our expectations are different, right? We all don't grow up with the exact lives. So we might have similar lists of supposed to be's, but there's going to always be some ones that are off, and that's where the conflict comes in. That's where the fear comes in. That's where the, struggle and, sometimes what feels like battling going on comes in. So there is this fire in this mind. So there's this passion and combustiveness, but there's all this thinking that's going on that's igniting fears and igniting a lot of energy to be involved. And it's all comes down to the Knight of Cups. The knights all have quests, and all of us are questing after the Ace of Cups, which is higher unconditional love. The journey that we all go on are all about mirrors. And, when we realize that we're all in this together, that we all are searching for love, that we're all searching to live our dream, our actions towards one another are not personal. We are all, most humans are self-consumed about, this is my dream, this is what I want. We don't realize what we're doing to others and how we're, um, you know, uh, leaving bodies behind us because we're so charged to get to where we want to go. We're bumping people out of the way. We don't realize that because we're so focused on trying to get to our goal. And I feel like this is what's going on here is, you know, um, some clarity that's coming through. And it just feels like there's this um, combustive in our head, um, not realizing what our impacts are doing to each other kind of energy. And hopefully that makes sense and resonates, but it just feels very, woof, you know, uh, so much anxiety, so many thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and expectations. It just almost feels smothering in a way. But that's what I have coming through right there. So, again, thank you so much for your donation and many blessings to you. Hang in there. Enjoy that journey. I know I've been there. All right. And I do have another donation. So, thank you so much. All right. All right. Thank you. And happy birthday to you. Um, I don't know if you also saw that I posted a Aquarius pick a card. So we do have a Capricorn one out there already for Capricorn season, and you're kind of on the cusp. So if you haven't checked out the Capricorn one, you can do that as well. But let me pop up the Aquarius one here just for your convenience. There's a special sun baby reading for that too. So if you want to get some more, um, you can do that as well. So happy birthday. So let's take a look here and see. Shayla. Hopefully you're doing something amazing and fun for yourself. So what would you like Shayla to know for her birthday? All right, we're going to switch up cards here to the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. No, Nikwa, I haven't gotten to your reading yet. I'm actually doing the donation readings right now, and then I'll be returning back to the free readings at the top there. It's looks like you might have just done it a little bit ago, so it's going to be a while. I may not be able to. I'm only going to be on for about another hour, which I'll talk about in a sec. But I want to get into Shayla's birthday reading. All right. Okay. All right. What else for the birthday? Okay. Okay. And these two. All right. Wow, okay. Wow. Like 4 major arcana. Boom, boom, boom. So, oh, let me bring the screen back up so I can see what I'm doing here. So, you've got the moon card coming in here. So, definitely, yeah, you are moving into a huge time of really connecting to your psychic abilities and your spiritual gifts. Because not only do you have the moon, which is about diving deep, and the moon energy connects us to the higher realms, you got the high priestess, which is steps back and dives deep into the subconscious and the unknown, steps behind the veil, connects to the higher realms. And you got the star card. Wish, oh, Aquarius energy, by the way. So your Aquarius influence coming in here, which is also about connecting to your higher self and balancing the subconscious and the unconscious. I'm sorry, the subconscious and the conscious, but beautiful, beautiful connections to the higher realm for sure are here. Wish fulfillment coming in. I feel too, I mean, those are 3 major arcana, which means you're entering a significant um, change in your life. And with the world card, this is about ending of major cycles and beginning of a new adventure as well. So, with all of this attunement and tuning that you're getting to the spirit world, you really are discovering this year a whole different way of expressing the unconditional love in your heart with the world. The It's like you're discovering truly what would make your heart sing, a wish fulfillment. You've been really doing well in life and checking off the boxes of the stuff that are supposed to be, we're told are supposed to be our wish fulfillments. And you're like, okay, well, those have been good, but it's like you're at this point where you're like, I'm ready for something bigger. And that just makes my heart sing. And that's is what you're discovering as you are connecting more with the spirit realm, and discovering those. Yeah, because you definitely have here. You've got the Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, and the Justice card. So here's the Ace of Swords, here's the Ace of Swords. Those are you connecting to the capital T truths of the higher realm, which are allowing you to cut away and slice away the small t truths of, the fears of losing conditional love, all those expectations of supposed to and should and need to and have to. This is telling me you are really connecting to that wisdom and the knowledge of your higher self, and it's allowing you to realize what it is you really want to do and move forward, start the new path back up here to higher places, seeing things from a totally different perspective than you have in your life. And I really love that, because doing all that does bring in a new heightened love, connected to above, but it also brings in, and it's like you become a chalice where the unconditional love fills you up and it flows out to the world. And here it is flowing out to the world, this beautiful, beautiful outflow of love. And you just have this, um, almost can hear it going, "Oh," it's like the angels are singing. It just, you feel like your whole outside world transforms, and it does, because we don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. And so this, beautiful energy that you're seeing, this unconditional love that you're filling up with, your whole outside world just transforms into something even beyond what you would have imagined before. So this is a significant year for you. What do they call it? Usually it's in the, like, the Chinese zodiac. It's a very auspicious year for you. So I'm liking this. What a way to start your birthday off. Boom. So I love that for you. And that's what they have. So many, many blessings to you. And Shayla, so have a very, very happy birthday, and do something special. Spirit is around you for sure. So many, many blessings. Again, thank you so much for your donation on your birthday. So thank you. All right. And I do have, so Silence Within, you were the next donation. And then I do have another donation. All right. And then we will do the follow up on the other one. All right. Very good. Very good. Perfect. So Silence Within. Thank you for your generous donation there. And what message does Source have for you? All right, I'm going to start off here with an angel guide oracle. All right. So to start off, let me move back here so I can see. So courage and bravery. Beautiful, beautiful card. So it says, you have the heart of a warrior. You want to do what's right, but it isn't always easy. Angels are surrounding you in a light of courage at this time and guiding you to do what you know deep down in your heart is the right thing for you. Being brave isn't about being emotionless. The angels are reminding you that it's okay to feel, and your vulnerability will allow you to tap into an even greater inner strength. Angels are always willing to help you feel safe, guided, and guarded. So call in as much help as you need. This is a time to take ownership of your energy in any situations that could be making you feel less than good. And through your courage, you will begin to attract experiences of being respected. The extended message for this is your angels are here to remind you that your soul cannot be tarnished or harmed. It's the one part of your essence that always remains whole, healed, and complete. Absolutely. So if you're feeling the need to defend yourself at this time, angel wisdom is guiding you to back down. You don't need to protect yourself, especially when you have spiritual support. Just call in the light of God, heaven, and the angels to protect you. If you feel that you have made a mistake or have something that you need to share, be brave and take ownership of it. Trust that living with integrity will always lead to the greatest possible unfolding of your life, and know that the best gift that you can give the world at this time is your truth, your capital T truth of your heart. I like it. So, courage and bravery. Let's see what else they have to add in for that as well. All right. All right. Yeah, definitely. Here we see here you definitely have you have the 10 and the endings and new beginnings. So the wheel of fortune is about to change. So things are about to alter in your life, but it's for you. You know, this always says the fortune is the tune of for you. So the wheel of fortune is coming in here. Things are unfolding for you. And I like this because it also talks about, you know, our beautiful, beautiful, uh, you know, fated events. It's always happening for us, but sometimes our human side goes, I don't feel like this is for me. But the Wheel of Fortune does tell you that even your human side feels like whatever's unfolding is for you. And the Empress card is about new birth and wonderful things that come in here for you. So I really, really like that coming in. Whatever is coming, just know it's for you. It's not happening to you. You do have, you know, like I said, you have the 10 of wands, which I feel like you've been investing a lot of energy into things in your life. And this is great because it can sometimes be a what feels like a burden of your energy. But I feel for you because of with these cards coming in here, this is more of a harvest. Sometimes they'll show like a person with carrying 10 wands, on their back, which, you know, one aspect we look at and go, oh my gosh, that must be hurting their back. It's such a burden, right? Or we can look at it and go, oh my gosh, look at the harvest they've had. What a wonderful outpouring. And that's the energy I feel is the latter, not the former, with all of that. And you do have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is kind of conflicting energy around thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, but it is a transformative type of energy. Fives are a number of change. And this Ace of Swords is allowing you to see things from a higher place. And there is this change of ways of thinking. It's like before there was conflicting thoughts inside of your head, but this is because you're connecting here to these higher places. You're able to see things differently, and you're able to release some old ways of thinking that no longer are serving you. So I do like that coming in here for you. And beautiful, beautiful messages. So that is what Source would have for you right now. Just trust in that courage, trust in that truth that you're finding within your heart, not the small t truths like we were talking about. These are the ones that are changing, but that Ace of Swords is you're connecting to a higher truth. That's the truth that you're building up this courage to share and know that you are safe, that you don't need to defend, because that's what the Five of Swords does too, is it's this energy of I need to prove that my small t truths are more truer than your small t truths. My opinion's more truer than yours. Who are we to say, when it comes to opinion, everyone has one. Um, but this is seeing things from a higher truth, the truth that doesn't need defending, it just is. So beautiful, beautiful energies that are coming in. So I really like that for you. Yeah, absolutely. And thank you again so much for your donation. Much, much appreciated. All right. Thank you so much, Mark. Very good. All right. And I did have another donation. So let's see here. All right. So let's take a look here. So this is a follow-up for what we're going to call the secret reading. So wanting to know more about that. Okay. Okay. So, really how they're looking here. I mean, it's interesting that we have both the Judgment card, which is higher self calling our lower self here to see things from a higher perspective, along with the Hanged Man, who is about seeing things from a different perspective, a higher perspective, and the Ace of Wands here, which is new passion, new drive, um, just new energies that are in their life. And I feel like they are on this journey of, um, I want to say, uh, a new, I don't feel like it's a relationship, but it's an attraction into new things in their life. It's almost like I don't want to say they found religion, they found a spirituality. They really have moved inward and are looking at things and more, I want to say more hermity in their life, which I see here with the disappointments that they've experienced in their life, the 3 of swords here is heartbreak, disappointment, expectations equal disappointment, that they, with this 3 of swords, they did change directions in their life. The 3 of wands is like a total um, taking an off ramp of, an alternate course of where they were headed, and they've changed and went off into a different direction, which also is reflected here with the Fool card, that they let go of old ways and old cycles and they've moved on into a new journey. The Prince of Discs, the Knight of Pentacles, is about this, journey of going, in a different um, direction, as far as, all knights have a quest, and this knight quest after the Ace of Pentacles, which is a quest for their different way of looking at their worth in relation to the outside world. So I just feel like whatever has happened in their life, that they're really just going internal, and headed off in different direction. So, I feel like when those kind of things happen, when we are wondering about, what does someone think of me? They're just thinking of themselves. They're looking at what's next for them. Um, Sometimes, of course, our human ego side wants to be like, well, I'm a co-star in people's lives. Surely they care. And it's like, well, we're more of a supporting character in their movie than a co-star. Every human ego wants to be the superstar in their own movie, not share it with someone else, right? And so when something happens, that's just a flashback memory, but it's not a constant character in their life. And I kind of feel like that's the energy that's going on around them, and as far as, you know feelings and emotions, and that thing is, they're doing a huge inner reflection and recovery in their own space. So that's what they have. I know. So again, thank you so much for your donation. Many blessings to you. All right. So I think that was all of my donations. So thank you guys so much for your patience as I move down the list. And I think I left off with Princess Pinky. Yes. And I'm about 30 minutes away to the end of this session. So I like to let people know, obviously you saw how it works right now. I go in order for free readings, in order, first come, first serve. But when anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange, and I step out, complete those, and then I go back in order. The free list gets very long, very fast. And I wish I could get to the bottom of them all always, but I haven't been able to get to the bottom of those in quite a while. I appreciate all your thirst for wanting to hear from Spirit, though. I am blown away by that. I will continue and try to get as many free readings. If I'm not able to get to you, or if you want to make sure I get to your reading in this session, I do complete all donations in this session. So if you make a donation, I will prioritize it and get to that. But I understand not everyone is able to make donations because of our financial situation, whatever's going on in our lives. So I totally get that. But I do offer a ton of free content as well, which I'll talk about here in as we get closer to the end of it here. But just want to make sure you guys know that's how it works, and I'll continue with readings right now. All right. So, Princess Pinky, you'd like a love reading. So let's take a look here and see what does Spirit wants you to know. And I do have, I'm going to be doing a lightning round here in a few hours. I sneak those in between, depending on where I'm at in my day. But I'll do a quick, like 15 minutes before, I'll put out a little, I actually reserve it so you guys get notification if you've clicked the notification bell and selected all. And within that lightning round, I just do for an hour. I go no donations. It's just one card readings. Boom, 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 boom. And I usually been getting through almost over 30 readings in that hour. So if I don't get to you here, that's one option too. If I forget to mention that, because that's something I just started this Friday. All right. I know, Princess Pinky. Come on, Brother Zen, focus on my love reading. Here we go. All right. So you do have the Moon card and the Judgment card and the Prince of Cups, the King of, I mean, the Knight of Cups. So this talks about here cycles, trusting the cycles, but this is diving into your subconscious. um, there's like this wait, this pause that's happening right now in your life, and it's your higher self calling you to this higher place. The Moon card is also, about our gifts, our intuition, a calling up to the higher realms in a way. And so there is this invitation from your higher self and your spiritual posse to really connect with them, because they are going to give you this love that you're looking for. I talked about earlier, all of us are on this journey, back from conditional love to unconditional love. We come down here to experience what conditional love might feel like, so that we can understand what unconditional love is by experiencing our opposites. Like this tapestry back here. If it was all white, we wouldn't see a design. If it was all black, we wouldn't see a design. But because we come down here and experience the shadow, we see this being that we really are here. And so, this journey that you're on, Spirit is really calling you here inward and upward, because this is the chalice. This is the Holy Grail. This is what the our journey is, what we're searching for, what our quest is for. And that's where we find it. It's that beautiful, eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms, and that is what comes in. So I do love this for you, uh, because you're going to be able, if you turn inward and upward and have this beautiful relationship that you build with your higher self and opening up to that love from above, it transforms your love in the outside world into this beautiful, beautiful energy. Rather than falling short all the time, it's above and beyond and overflowing, because you're finding the love that you're looking for on the inside. And then we totally see the world in a different way and love in a different way. So that's what they have for you, Princess Pinky. So many blessings to you. I know, I know. All right. So the next free reading up here is Bhumika. And hey, Brenda. Hello, hello. I'm doing well. I see you ask a question, a couple down below here. So we will get to yours here in a moment. Hello, Bhumika. So can you please tell you, what message does the universe have for you? Absolutely. Let's see what they want you to know right here, right now. Beautiful. So you do have the High Priestess card and the Four of Swords, which is this peace of mind card. And it's like the universe is saying it's time to pull back into your High Priestess temple, get away from all the chaos, the noise, the blah, 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 and all those expectations and supposed tos and should and need tos. There's a lot of that going on out there. And it's about you stepping back and, going behind the veil, connecting to the higher realms, because that'll help bring in this peace of mind, because you'll be able to see things from a different perspective, a higher perspective than what everyone's blah, blah, blah is happening out in the outside world. And it allows you to have some peace of mind, to have some rest. So I feel like it's a time, just to prioritize your alone time and your time with Spirit, because they have beautiful things to show you, beautiful fears to release you from too. When we watch a lot of TV or read the news, oh my God, right? A lot of fearful energies just inundated in our eyes and I'll say our nose, our eyes. We're reading it. It's all coming into our head, and it just ignites fears within us because so much of news is to ignite fear because it sells, it draws us in. But they're like, "Psh, step away from all that noise and all that because it's time for some rest and relaxation and some peace, get some peace of mind and heart to come in." So that's what they have for you right now, Bumika. So many, many blessings to you. All right, Manju, you'll be the next uh, reading up here, and you'd like a spirit message. And actually, I'm going to pull from here from the Angel Guide Oracle. So let's take a look here. And you've got surrender. Yay. So let's take a look here. There we go. So surrender is a spiritual practice, and it's not an easy one, but angels are working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold with ease when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power and stop allowing external forces to divert you from the miracles you deserve. Take time to realize that in order to be helped, you must surrender your need for control over the situation that is on your mind. Hand over your concerns and the entire situation to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you will allow angels of light to swoop in and help everything transform. If you find yourself having difficulties letting go of the reins, it's because there's a part of you that's not willing to receive the help or the miracles you deserve. So hand over all of your concerns to the Creator and let the miracles in. The extended message for this is if you are feeling overwhelmed or emotional at this time, your angel guide wants you to know it's okay to let go. When you open up and release your concerns, you open up to the support and miracles. You are a vessel and you contain light. Your concerns are taking up space, and when you release them, you make room for more light. Oh, I like that. Let them go now. This is a time to experience the freedom that you deserve. You don't have to do this alone. Creator and angels are ready to help you. Call in angels and invite them to help you surrender and release anything that could be blocking your experience of miracles. To help them usher positive energy into your life, ask yourself what you need to let go of in order to grow, and then put action around that. I like it. So I love that. The vessel, we are vessels of light. We have concerns and fear energy. It takes up space, and when we release it, it allows more room for light to come in. So I like that for you, Manju. So many, many blessings for you. All right. We'll continue moving down the list. And we are to, okay, Vrinda. So did you and your husband have a soul contract that he would leave this way and very soon? Absolutely. And also message from your spirit guide. So let's take a look here. Okay. Yeah. So, when I'm going to pull these three major arcana. So, you know, it it shows us here. I mean, we have the high priestess, which is, stepping back and connecting with spirit. We have the devil card, which is our shadow, which shakes up our life and allows us to see what is holding us back and what is having us chained. And I love that here comes spirit right in here. This is your higher self and your spirit guides. They're saying, yeah, they're calling you to this higher place, which these two together definitely are. They're calling you to this place of stepping away and really evaluating and looking at your life. And, you know, definitely we have soul contracts with everyone that we have interactions with. We have agreements that, this is what I'm going to learn from you, and this is what you're going to learn from me. And we may not even realize what we're teaching each other because I'm going to be consumed with what I'm learning, which is, the Saturn energy here is the work, you looking at your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets that are the small t truths rooted in the fears of losing conditional love, all those opinions we were given growing up. Because here you are, the Eight of Swords, which are, you are becoming aware of the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you had that blinded you, made you feel bound and trapped and restricted. And it's all unfolding into your face so that you could do this. And this is part of the soul contract that if your husband was still here, you wouldn't be facing this at all. But because of it, it's really rattled cages, and it was on purpose for a purpose that they had agreed, okay, I'll be here this long and then I won't be here because that's going to make you face these things, which you wouldn't face if I was there. And it is about the Four of Cups here, which the Four of Cups talks about emotional stability. When we depend on those three outside cups, which are, relationships, situations, and things that's supposed to fill us emotionally, it doesn't. It's temporary. It falls short, and it eventually, the disappointment and the boredom, the dissatisfaction we have with the outside world, then turns us inward and upward. But if we don't have enough of the disappointment of the outside world, the stubborn race of human that we are, we will draw it out until it becomes too much because we are very stubborn about, no, this stuff is going to fulfill me. I just need more of it. I need more of this. I need that. I need this, 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 this. We continue to try to get more from a relationship, and whether it's romantic, family, friends, whatever situations. I need a better job. I need more education. I need a bigger social status. I try to get more circumstances to make me feel full. Or things, I need a better body. I need more money, more possessions, more, stuff. Because the more of it, then it will fulfill me. But eventually, like when something huge happens, like losing a spouse, huge significant things, then that it wakes us up and it makes us look at it because it suddenly becomes so overwhelming. We don't see how we can be fulfilled in the outside world. And we have this feeling of just desperation of trying to find something. But that's when we've had enough, we turn inward and upward and we find the love we've been looking for. That's what the Four of Cups that comes in. It's the chalice, the Holy Grail. It's full of the unconditional love of above, eternal, unconditional, never ending, can't lose it. That becomes a solid foundation for us. So those are the messages that Spirit has for you regarding this and the soul contract, and that, the reasons why, that they agreed and you wanted them to leave early so that you would have to face all this. And eventually, a decade from now, you'll look back and go, okay, I see now. But when we're in it, I know it's kind of raw. I think it's only been a little over a year. I know. So hang in there, Verinda. You are making so much progress in expanding your love and stepping away from those fears. So be gentle with yourself. All right. Many blessings to you. All right. Very, very good. And I don't have any other donations. We'll continue here down with the free readings. All right. And so we're to Anya Batra. What message does your father have for you? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. What else? Anything else? Oh, yeah. So you have the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is telling you that's them, saying that they are always with you. This is like the celebration card, but it's a special message from Spirit about your spiritual posse of support is always around you. They never leave you. They're bringing you message and guidance and wonderful, wonderful things, you know, energies and love and messages galore around you. And of course, your father is part of this posse. And so he's definitely letting you know you're not alone, that they are with you, and there's a crowd of spirit around you all the time. You're never, ever, ever alone, and they are always with you. They never go away. You know, it's like, well, I don't feel them. It's like, well, it's not because I've left, it's because, you know, something's happening in your life where you're just not recognizing their energy around you, but they are always, always around you. And they're letting you know that, you know, the devil card, the shadow card is Saturn energy, which is the shaking and rattling of your cage. And so, you know, they're letting you know that there's purpose behind this stuff that's, you know, being brought to you to look at, because it's going to allow you to be freed from these chains that feel are holding you back. So there are these messages, there are these things that are coming into your life that you're realizing, either that's personally, like between you and other people in situations, or you're seeing it happen to a lot of people. And he is letting you know it's on purpose, for a purpose. You know, you are a bright one, you are catching it, you're seeing it, which is great. And just allow yourself to go, okay, why, how does this apply to me, and what do I want to see? What is holding me back? What of my fears of losing conditional love, where are these beliefs of supposed to and should and need to and have to and must, where are these coming from, and how can I transform them? um, so that is what your father wants you to know right now, that all that is happening on purpose, for a purpose. It's, you're not being punished, it's not happening to you, it is definitely happening for you. So I like that. All right, so we'll continue down the list. And high vibes, you are up next. So universal planning for you. Any messages from the universe? Yeah, let's take a look here and see what they want you to know here. Mm. So you have two sets of cards here. Let me see what these other ones are. Yeah. So one of the things that they want you to know is that there is this change of direction that's coming in here regarding love. Your pursuit of love is going to take you in a total different direction in your life than you had planned. And it's because you get new information, you have new experiences. So this isn't you being taken off course. This is you taking a different course regarding love because of some new information. So it is the power of choosing that takes you there. And you also have the Prince of Pentacles, the Prince of Discs or coins, and the Nine of Discs. And this is this pursuit here. You know, this knight pursues the Ace of Pentacles, which is seeing your worth in a different way in relation to the outside world. With whatever direction this, whatever this is causing this, it also causes this where you turn inward, because the nine is the hermit's journey, and it's the number nine in the major arcana. And so this nine turns you inward for your wealth and your wholeness and your, you know, like your abundance and what you feel abundance is in your life. But you're not alone in this. If I can get it to focus, there is the butterfly on their finger. There's usually some sort of winged creature which represents spirit and your spiritual posse. So you're not alone in this adventure, and you find this wholeness and this completeness without the support of anyone in the outside world. So, as far as humans, and so you find this fullness, and you know, with this change of direction, you're realizing it's almost like saying, "I don't need no man or woman to make me feel whole and complete. I can find that on the inside. And then that changes your direction, and it doesn't become something that you need. It transforms into something that I want. I want a relationship, but I don't need it. And that takes away kind of this desperation of that I need someone to make me feel whole and complete. It's like, no, I'm finding that inside, inward and upward. And then it changes what you're looking for in the outside world. So I like it for you, high vibes. Your vibes are going higher, and I like it. All right. So many, many blessings to you. All right. And we are to Dijona Sturgis. What should you know? What would Spirit like you to know right now? Let's take a look here. So you have the Hierophant here, which is a and also here, I'm sorry, you have the King of Discs, the King of Pentacles. He rules over the outside world. He rules over worth. So he's gone through the entire journey about worthiness and worth in relation to the outside world. He has great wisdom. I've talked a lot about here in this session about, we find that the outside world is very unstable because we're told to look to relationships and situations and things to define us. And he really learns that when we do that, you feel unstable because all those things are unstable. People change, pass away, walk away. Situations never stay the same. Things break down, deteriorate, explode, etc. So he learns and he finds his true stability by turning inward and upward. Well, the Hierophant is about moving up in your spiritual connection, moving up in your truths, discovering your capital T truths about who you really are and what you truly want in life, not all of the thoughts and beliefs and opinions of the outside world, of who you've been told continually, of who you're supposed to be, who you should be, who you need to be, who you have to be. All of that is mankind's opinion that keeps you looping in these fears of losing conditional love. But this is talking about connecting inward and upward to your high heart, your spirit heart, to see what it is that makes your heart sing. How do you uniquely want to share your love with the world in your own special way? And so there's this change, this release, because you're not looking to the outside world to fill you up and to make you feel whole. You're finding that on the inside. And you're also diving deep on the inside to find your higher purpose. We all come down here to experience, and so we're always experiencing. But we also are multitaskers, and there's something that you want to share with the world in your own special, unique way to do your part in helping all of your other brothers and sisters and everyone else move up into their connection with the higher realms. And this is what you're on the road to discover. So I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. And let me just double check here. All right. So I don't have any other donations, and I'm hitting the 2-hour mark. So Angie, you are going to be my last free reading for this session. So for anyone else that wants me to make sure that I do get to your reading in this session, a donation of any kind, I do honor that energy exchange, and I'll make sure I complete it in this session. If you aren't able to make a donation, I totally understand. I get it. We're not always able to do that financially. And that is quite a right. I have a ton of free content and my main page. I did want to thank everyone before I say this, because people will go off to do this. Thank you so much for all the thumbs up that you've given the video. That is something free you can do that does help significantly for the YouTube algorithm to want to share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So I greatly, greatly appreciate all of you that have been part of that love tsunami. But for the free, if you're unable to make a donation and you need an answer right now, If you click on my Bread to Zen Mystic Tarot, that will take you over to my main page, which has all my playlists. I put out a ton of free content. Uh, you know, pick a card readings, weekly energy updates. Like I just put out an Aquarius season pick a card. I also have monthly readings by each zodiac sign, even solstice and equinox readings by individual zodiac sign. So follow your heart, and spirit will guide you to the readings that have messages for you. They're that smart. Also, I will be back this evening in about 6 hours for my evening session. And in between that, I'm going to do a lightning round at some point. So if you have subscribed, or if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. And then when you click on the little notification bell, there's an all option. So make sure your notification is set to all, because I'll put out about 15 minutes before I go live for that lightning round, a little notification. And during that one, I call it a lightning round because it's a one card, 1 hour only, no donations. Boom, boom, boom. I just go through as many readings as I can with one card answers that I pull. And I started that on Friday, which has been an amazing experience because I've over 30 readings in each of those sessions. And so I've been loving those. Hopefully you guys love those too. So that's an option. I also, let me put out the, shortly after this, I'm going to eat something, and then I'm going to close down the reading giveaway and pull winners. So if you haven't checked that out yet, here is the video, because I'll be giving away a 30-minute recorded personal reading, a 45-minute personal recorded reading, and I believe I've hit over the 45 comments. So I'll be giving also away a 1 hour personal recorded reading. I'm going to do this every 2 weeks. So this is the reading, the first one for 2023. So be sure to check that out. And I also, of course, offer personal readings at a reasonable price, I feel, which all that information is listed down in the description box of the video. So if you want to book a reading, you can also do that. So I am here Wednesday through Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain, also Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain. So quite a bit of opportunity for free readings, free offerings. And I believe I've been really liking these lightning round ones. I think I'm going to try to introduce those. I take Mondays and Tuesdays off from going live. I do other things, record other readings and other free content, but it's kind of my downtime. But I think I will try to do those Wednesday through Sunday. We'll see how everyone likes them. All right. So that's been the public service announcement. And again, thank you guys so much for all your love and all your support, and all of the thirst you have for, um, the hearing from spirit. It just blows me away. All right. So let me finish up the last free reading, which was for Angie. So any lessons to learn in your current situation? All right, let's take a look here and see what spirit would like to point out here for you. All right. Well, I do like this here, that they are, one of the things that you're learning through this situation is, I feel like your wish fulfillment, because this is like a wish fulfillment card, emotional wish fulfillment, even more specifically. And it's like you're really understanding through this situation, what is it that I really want? Because, we're having these challenges that I feel are coming up that are just really pushing the wish, because it's like it's never coming true. It's always falling short. What the heck? And then you're like, well, is this really what I want, or is it what I've been told that I'm supposed to want? So I feel like this is coming up because you are um, have the Two of Swords here, which is basically close your eyes and open your heart, because it's like the choices between here. In your specific scenario, the Two of Swords is about we can make decisions strictly from our mind, which is all those supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's. Again, with that wish fulfillment, is this what I want or what I'm told and conditioned to believe this is what I want? And it's like allowing your heart, your true heart, to have a seat at the table and determining what is it that I really want in life and who do I want to be and who do I want in my life and what do I want in my life. It's this beautiful shaking up, I feel like, going on with your current situation to see what it is, because you have been investing a lot of energy towards this, dream, these what you have been wanting, but it's exhausting. It feels like a burden. It's like all this energy going into a black hole. Like you've invested a lot, but you're not getting anything out of it, it feels like. So this allows you to step into your power of the magician, which this is your higher self. This is your ace of wands, your magic wand that allows you to really understand what it is your dream is from the higher realms. And then you become a conduit and you share the unconditional love in your heart to the world in your own special, unique way. And so there is this transformation, this stepping in of your power of what you're really wanting, understanding what it is, and you're changing. That 10 of Wands is an ending of energy of where you've been investing it. And you're like, I'm done. I'm shutting that off. I'm not giving all this stuff that's been demanding my attention. I'm not giving it to you anymore. I'm going to bring it all in instead of going 10 different directions. I'm bringing all that energy in and I'm focusing it in the direction of my dream. And so there's this beautiful transformation and change that's happening with that. So I like it, Angie. I like it. All right. Well, that is what we have. I don't have any other donations. So we're going to close out this session. Thank you so much, Mark, for all of your interaction there and your wonderful things that you've said here. I haven't been able to read them all since I was focusing on readings, but I do see some beautiful things you said. So I like that. And big apologies to everyone else that I didn't get to. Please, check out the playlist. Uh, stay tuned for a lightning round coming up here in a couple hours, probably. Probably a couple hours or so, or tonight when I come back. And if not, I'll see you when I see you. But please know as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, hang in there. Have a great day, a great night, wherever you're out in the world. And we'll see you soon. Until then, much love to you. You take care.